Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. I know this face looks like a red hot tomato. I know there's no such thing as a red hot tomato, but you get the point here. Anyways, I want to go ahead and start off with welcoming all our new subscribers. You guys are amazing. And all our current subscribers, you guys know you're freaking amazing, and we love y'all. But anywho, guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit that bell so that way you don't miss out on any of our new videos. And leave us a comment down below what you think of our videos and what you got from them. We always love to hear from you guys. But y'all probably wondering what we're gonna go do today, or what I've been doing. To be this hot, and it's extremely hot. But anyway, this is what's going on. So, not only is it hot here in our zone AB, but we are also extending the garden out. So we're going to be jumping into the extension, getting it ready, laying some compost cow manure down. We're going to be getting busy with it. Instead of get jiggy with it, we're going to get busy with it. Okay, that part. But I also want to show you as well our exotic watermelons we have going. We only have 3 growing currently, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. 3 is better than none. Okay, that's what I like to say. And as you can see, I have band-aids on my fingers. If you're wondering why, we'll just throw in a funny story. I was cleaning out underneath my oven and everything that slid underneath there. And as I was taking the bottom thing out, I cut my fingers. And I don't even know how. I just was putting it back in there and then felt something slice me, and I look and my fingers are bleeding, and it's like, oh, my stove just cut me. It assaulted me. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. Alright. But anyways, we're gonna go back into the gardening. My basil's so high it's up here now. I forget how tall it is. Some people say I need to cut it down because it's starting to look like a tree, but I like my basil tree, okay? But anyways, so we're gonna get out here. We're gonna get busy with it instead of getting jiggy with it. So let's go. So thankfully, our neighbor and our dear friend, Mr. Jesse, lended us a hand with his tractor. So he's going to come over here and we're going to spread this mulch out into the extended garden area to really help get this going, and we're not spending hours and days on it. So let's go ahead and get going because it looks like he's getting ready to come over.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. You got me stuck on the thought of you. Driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. La da la da da la da da. La da 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 dee da da la da 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 la da da la da da. La da la da 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 da. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. You got me stuck on the thought of you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. La da la da da la da da. La da 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 dee da da la da 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 la da da la da da. La da la da 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 da.
That was a lot of work. Okay, so I'm probably sweatier than I ever was before. So we got it all done. As you guys can see, we got it from the nursing area and we came all the way down to our new little big compost bin. And we got it all spread out. Really freaking hot, a lot of work, but it took less work than doing it all by hand. I know I never did. I realized I forgot to do a video on how I built this compost bin. So to do the addition with what we've done here in our extension, I'm going to quickly go ahead and show you guys how I went about building this. So as you can see, the first big part of this compost is the grass clippings. Underneath it, we have it layered with mulch, compost, a lot of compost, and logs, wood ash, and more compost and boxes. Now, we had extra fencing, and as you can see here, this is the fencing we did use. I pretty much, what I did here is I pretty much took pallets. As you can see, we have the remaining some of one here, but I pretty much took pallets and screwed them in together to make a little U-like shape. Now I put the back end a little bit taller than the sides, just so that way nothing would roll out the back end. So the fencing starts right here, so I'm able to unlatch this and move this open. So once it all decomposes, after it takes compost around 30 to 60 days to really break down, and for it to be reused as a compost. So what I did is I left this part open so that way I could open it and close it, and then it'll just open up this way. I don't want to open it up because that grass just might come out. But then on this side, as you guys can see, I bent these nails down to where the fence couldn't come out of the nails. And then, I'm going to move around this way so I don't walk into that fencing. I pretty much made the fence tight and came around to this side to where these screws are closed into. Now I did do this just so that no critters could get inside the pallets to grab any of the compost. Now you're probably wondering how I got so much compost to do this with. So beside the big pile of mulch we have, my old man's brother's company got a job. It was a junk removal at Walmart, and Walmart was throwing away tons of produce, of fruits, veggies, and things like that were just no good anymore. So to save his brother some money in that, I was like, well, why don't you see if your brother just wants to dump it off here and I can use it as a big compost pile. So that's what originally took place. So he's like, that's actually a really good idea. So that way they don't have to do extra at a dump place to empty the dumpster out. So he brought it all here. It stayed in the trailer for a day until I could build the compost container that I wanted to really be in. Once I got it built, I then laid the boxes down, added a little bit mulch at the bottom, added the compost, added some wood ash along with more mulch, and then from there we just kept doing it layers by layers and layers until it came totally full. So now we have our first ever big compost pile, which is amazing. So that's the plus side. Now with having a big compost pile, which means later on over time I can use that big compost pile as soil. So we can reuse it, use it as our starting soil. We really don't want to I really don't want to have to spend the money anymore on soil or compost, cow manure. I mean, every so often we'll still need to buy the cow manure just for when we're planting new plants and things like that. So that way we can add some fertilizer to the plants as we're planting them. But now that we've discussed our extension, the new compost bin, I'm going to show you our exotic watermelons. So these exotic watermelons I'm getting ready to show you guys is actually called Moon and Star watermelon. Now they do not look anything like your regular watermelons. And I'm going to show you regular watermelons and then the exotic watermelons. So with your exotic watermelons, I've heard different things, and I'm really excited to see what they look like for myself on the inside. But there's a few things with the exotic watermelons. So a few people said that the exotic watermelons can be yellow on the inside. Some people said they can be orange on the inside. And then some people have said that they actually turn out to be red on the inside. So if you guys have grown exotic Moon and Star watermelons, leave a comment down below what color you got inside the watermelon. I would love to hear from you guys to see what you guys got. But now I'm going to go ahead and show you the regular kind of watermelons, which some of these are our sugar babies and some of these are going to be our crimson sweets. And then I'm going to show you the exotic watermelon. So first up here we have our crimson sweet, and these guys are pretty small still so far. Once the little swirly ends, they're like this right here. Once they become brown and dry, then we'll know those are really ready to be harvested, along with the sound of it being hollow as well. Now, here is another one of your regular watermelons. You'll see it's green striped, just like you see in the grocery store. But then, get ready for it. Bam. Look at that, guys. So this is actually called the exotic watermelon. It is a moon and star watermelon, and look at that, guys. He is starting to turn really yellow. Nothing's been eaten at him, so I'm really happy. He sounds really good. His cuticle is still really green, not fully brown yet. Looks like it is starting to turn brown, which is good. There's another one over there. Now, with these guys here, they will actually stay that dark colored green, and then over time they'll start to get yellow spots on them. So they're gonna look super, super cool once they're ready. But I'm still amazed. So I also, on top of showing you guys the moon and star watermelon, I also wanted to come around the garden and show you some of our cool looking flowers we have. Oh, and also, check out this video of this butterfly I caught while I was out in the garden. So this is going to be our African marigold. As you guys can see, it is definitely taller than our dwarf marigolds that we have in the garden as well. And they're a lot bigger of a bloom. Let's go check out some other. This is another type of our zinnia. It's a purple, beautiful flower. Some of them do actually have stripes in them, which is really freaking beautiful. Let's go check out some more. So these here, I actually just recently planted here. These are called petunias. And these petunias are so pretty. They'll have white in them, and then they'll have like a light purple color, and then some have actually been a dark purple. Now here is another one of our zinnias. They are red with a burst of orange going on there. And then, as you guys know, my all-time favorite, the Velvet Queen Sunflower. So another one of our petunias are blooming, and these ones we actually hold out at our stand. I'm gonna go ahead and flip y'all around and show y'all. Look how pretty that petunia is. And this is gonna be the light purple with the white inside. These guys are so beautiful, like they really are. And then this zinnia, check it out. Look how pretty it is. I love them. These guys are starting to be an orange colored zinnia. Oh my God, I love them. And then, look at these guys. Look at them. Aren't they just so pretty? Look at the burst of the purple coming through there. Aren't those gorgeous? Now, one thing for sure, we have some of these planted in our garden as well, and these are the snapdragons. They haven't started to bloom yet, but I just seen where we're about to get some blooms. Look. So this is where the snapdragon flowers are gonna originally open up at. And then once those open up, oh boy, I can't wait to see those. So while I was out here, I noticed we have some tomatoes here. Check them out. Now these aren't totally done yet. They're not quite ripe yet. But boy, are they getting there. Look how big those things are. But this one, he's most definitely done. So before it does rain, I'm going to go ahead and harvest them. So that way he's not getting bursted open with the rain. And I just dropped up. Oh my God. And he kind of split there on me. As you guys can see, these splits are from the tomatoes getting too much water. So before this tomato got any more water, I went ahead and harvested them. I don't want them to split anymore, because once they split more, the birds are more likely to get into them. And then when the birds get into them, the birds will poop the seeds out. And then when they poop the seeds out, we end up with other tomato plants in other areas. Like our neighbor somehow got a random tomato and they think it's from our garden from the birds. I'm like, it could definitely be. Birds will poop the seeds out and it'll spread tomato plants to your other different parts of the yard or garden or whatever you got going on, even to your own neighbor's house. So I'm currently grabbing mine and the kids' drinks because I went ahead and sent them inside because it is getting ready to rain, as you guys can probably see from dark clouds and some thunder. But I really wanted to come over here and show you guys our new addition to our yard that I've added only recently. Now this part isn't fully done yet. We just laid the mulch down and the plants aren't ready to go into this section yet. But here is going to be our sunflower area. Now it's not super long because I'm not sure on if we'll have enough plants here to fill the area with the sunflowers, but just go ahead and show you guys. So we have a American hybrid sunflower. We got the mammoth sunflower. We have velvet queens. We have even our newest addition, which is going to be the Russian mammoth sunflower. Now, the velvet queen sunflowers, they only get 5 to 7 feet tall. The mammoth sunflowers, they'll barely get up to 10 feet tall, the max. Now, the American hybrid sunflowers, they get up to be 6 feet tall. And when we go to plant all this in, I'll really do a whole video for you guys to see how we go about putting in our sunflowers and things like that. And how we get a really good root system for our sunflowers as well. Now, a key point I do want to show you guys is we won't transplant these guys, and as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see it all that well, but once I start to see a lot of the roots at the bottom, then that's when I'm like, okay, these guys are definitely ready to be transplanted out. I'm thinking by tomorrow, we'll definitely be ready to start getting a lot of those sunflowers transplanted out because they're starting to show some of those roots at the bottom. And with sunflowers, you never really want to get the sunflowers root bounded because then they'll end up being shorter than what they're really supposed to. They'll end up being shorter than what they really should be, which ends up kind of dwarfing them. And I really like our sunflowers to get to their maximum height. Oh, I better start getting inside myself. Now, guys, before I go ahead and end our video and let you guys go do your thing, I want to first thank you all for your support, being part of Florida Garden Escape, and really staying in tune with us with all our new videos and different things we're always doing. I know life can be busy and hectic sometimes, so I just want to send you guys just a friendly reminder. Stop, take the time, breathe, relax, and remember, guys, you are amazing. That's all. Pretty short and sweet, right? But guys, that's going to be it for today. You guys stay amazing. And until next time, my fellow gardeners, deuces.